Well, here we go. Welcome to what is this IDS 315? Boy, I'm excited, aren't you? Always nervous in the first video. Let's see what we got. Actually, I just did a video for my other class, so just recalibrating here. Welcome. My name is Michael Fayer. Um, Preferred salutation is Professor Fayer, Mr. Fayer. I remember one student said Mike. Please don't. That was from my mom back in the 20th century. I don't really use that anymore. But anyways, welcome to IDS 315. This is in session C, weird session that goes to July 8th. I guess we'll be spending my vacation together from June 25th to July 9th, but we'll deal with that bridge when we come to it. Okay, so here's the deal. When many of you signed up, there was not an instructor for this class. It was said staff. On Thursday, I was told that I had to give up one of my IDS 302 classes, which I always prepare heavily for all my classes, which I prepared weeks in advance, for a different class, this one. Although I didn't volunteer for it, I decided I needed the money more than the integrity of my academic integrity. But I took on the class because, yes, it's great to teach a class that I haven't taught before. That may scare you to death, but it should be your benefit. I've taught I taught 6 different classes in spring. That's like nobody does that. It's very rare. Usually we double up, and so we have like 3 or 4 different classes, but first time ever. And most of those I had to design from scratch, or I had to design from scratch because it was a new textbook, or what have you. So this one dropped into my lap, and I said, okay, try to make the best of it. Looks like a good crew, a good roster of students here. Um, the political economy of work and organizations. What does that mean? I have no idea. I'm learning quick, okay? So let's just step back and let me tell you about me, first of all, because you're probably quite scared already. I'm wearing a bandana because at graduation on Thursday, I got caught in a little blindsided by a young sapling, which scraped my head badly. Um, so I couldn't shave there, so that sucked. Anyways, and then the other question I get from students is, why do you do like this? Well, Apple Watch for all the Apple stuff, this for all my health stuff. And let's move on. I come from many a history of many jobs, many positions, and what I like about being an interdisciplinary studies professor and or organizational leadership is both of those fields come from humanities. I come with students that are from all walks of life, ages, occupations, goals. It's so exciting. Sure, if I was teaching engineering, oh, that would be a joke, but it would be engineering students. Dental hygiene, forget about it. Dentist school. So this gives me this, wow, it's just like synapses are firing because you're from all over, like I was. And and frankly, when I grew up, you weren't supposed to do that, go all over the place. Now it's like, who cares? I got a job, right? I've had 40 some. I got a list if you want to see it. I got 40 some jobs under my belt. The better ones included, well, they were all fun to a degree. I only got fired once. So I've been chain of command. I've done law enforcement. I was a sergeant from Milwaukee County, then I moved out here, was working with Maricopa County. So I've done that. I know how to write reports. I know how to do those kind of things, chain of command, deal with inmates, things like that. I've also been in sales. I'm a technology seller, doing $3 to $5 million of revenue per year, and reaped a lot of benefits from that from my companies I worked for. So I understand what sales and sales management is like. End of the month, let's get those sales in. I'm like, I'll be here next month. What's the difference? But so I was successful at that. In fact, I still have one of my accounts as my side hustle kind of thing. They've been buying from me for 25 years. They buy a lot less than they used to, but hey, it's like residual income almost. I put their orders in and they get their stuff. I think they still think of me as a 32-year-old guy wearing khakis and a Lacoste shirt sitting in a cubicle. Well, I never was that, but because I've never met them, never went out there. They're in South Carolina, but we've all gotten old together. So I'm originally from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Cut me and I bleed cheese when it comes to the Packers, and I have my ownership certificate right there. So don't mess at me. I'm an owner of an NFL team. I support the Valley, Phoenix Suns. Today's game 7. And other than that, I love soccer. I'm a Liverpool and Phoenix Rising and ASU, of course. So it's fun to be here and look at this class, and I'll start getting into that now. So I've got it 8 modules. Okay, the first module is only 50 points. It runs for the week. I'm giving you kind of a soft opening. It's like these grand openings. It's a soft opening. But then we go up to 140 points a module for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then module 8's 110. 10 of those points every module are for these videos. Today is Sunday, May 15th. It's 2:45 p.m. here. I give them to you live, and I'll post them on Sundays typically. If ever it calls for an extra one, you'll get extra credit for that, whatever. Somebody said, hey, are these required? No, nothing's required. You don't have to pay your electric bill. That's not required. You just got to be ready to go without electric, right? We're adults now. Whatever's required is what you think is required for your own goals and aspirations, right? I'll just be here throwing stuff at you. So let's see. So what I did for this course, by the way, when I got this course, it was pretty much perusal heavy and yellow dig heavy. I don't do either of those. I do the old-fashioned stuff like YouTube. So while I have, former students in this class and one in particular, shout out to Missy. I'm looking at perusal a little differently. The problem is I just got this course on Friday. So 2 days worth, I've just been scampering to get this thing able to teach it, right? And what I've done then is I've looked at a lot of I'm up to, you'll notice if you go in, you can only see through module 4 right now. That's because I'm working on them. I'm excavating, I'm raising, I'm rebuilding, I'm changing. What I'm trying to do here is 2 things. Number one, I got to do it so that it's not perusal based anymore or yellow dig based. But most importantly for me, and what I try to do in every one of my classes, is update your information. We don't need to see stuff from 2011 or 97. Not in this day and age. When it comes to OGL and IDS, these are rapidly changing fields in many ways, because what does IDS do? You should know this, right? We seek to look at, solve complex problems. Complexity is a requirement of interdisciplinary research and study. It's complexity. Complex problems just keep firing at us. Right now we're going to be BC and AC, before COVID, after COVID, right? When I see stuff that's from before COVID and they're talking about Skype or MySpace, I'm out. Delete. It's worthless. Wasting your time and mine. Okay? I want you to be seeing material that is as close to up to date as I can give you. All right? And this course does not use a textbook. So I'm changing things around, getting rid of some old stuff, finding comparable new things to use, and resetting everything. Okay? So in terms of Easter eggs, that's what I tell you during my videos. You email them to me and I give you 10 points. So let's see. One of my notes said there's lots of reading. You know what? I got rid of a lot of reading. There's no way I'm having you read 150 pages in 2 PDFs that are just, I can't. I don't want you to go through this class or get to the end of this class feeling overwhelmed, feeling like you just were happy to get to the finish line and pass. I want you to be able to, for me, simplify. Well, there's an old story about Henry David Thoreau, and he went to prison, went to jail for not paying his taxes. And no, this isn't the story. But anyways, Ralph Waldo Emerson came to the jail and said, Henry, what are you doing in jail? And Henry said, Ralph, what are you doing out there? And that had something to do totally differently. But he did say one time, Ralph Waldo Emerson told Thoreau, simplify, simplify, simplify. Or maybe it was Thoreau, but the other one said, I think one simplify would have sufficed. Boy, that took me a long way to get there. Anyways, I'm trying to simplify. I want you to be able to grasp what you're reading and viewing and listening to and be able to express it and resonate with the work that is involved here, right? So, Easter egg number 1, start reading early. I said that, but I still mean it because the way the course is set up. Start your readings and your viewings early. Let's just say start learning materials early. I'll get it whatever you send me. Usually I'm more in tune with this. Okay. So, course policies, procedures. Module 1. Let's take a look at this. Module 1, let's get started. We got the video. You got to digitally sign your academic integrity agreement. Take the syllabus quiz for 8 points. The academic integrity is 2, that's 10 points. Look at plagiarism and APA. We're going to be using that. And that's an important thing to go through, and you have time to do it this week. Then you've got introduce yourself. Well, discussion introductions, I'll move that up a notch here. And that'll tell you a little bit about discussions and what's important about the timing of discussions, okay? I would like you to post your main post the day before it's due or sooner, okay? And that gives everybody a chance to do 2 responses by the due date, right? Then I just want you to introduce yourself. It's a cheap assignment. You're writing about yourself. There's no wrong answers. I see someone's already been in there. Good. Let's see here. It's just basically typical introduce yourself kind of things. All right. Then we've got, okay, so that's an easy start. Oh my God. So what I would say then, let's see, where am I at here? Let's go with, okay, late policies. You can see all that. It's 10% per day, up to 3 days. That's it. Quizzes can only be turned in by the due date. No late quizzes accepted. No late discussion posts accepted either. Okay. This is. I see. I did this before I revamped a lot of the stuff. It's irritating. So other than that, contact me. I'm very open door policy. I like to hear if you got questions, comments, concerns. I have another course, this OGL 343 that I taught that was horrifyingly bad, and I used my spring 15-week course to get that thing together, and it should be beautiful for summer A. So I like to hear those things as we go too, if you have any comments, all right? If you have any questions. You don't need to apologize to me for anything, okay? I had a 0.8 GPA in high school. I made it. I didn't go to college till I was 52. I was named the graduate of the year in the College of Letters and Sciences at ASU in interdisciplinary studies. My concentrations were human rights and African American studies. I took a roundabout way, got accepted at Howard University in DC, ended up coming back around through Milwaukee, my hometown, back here to Phoenix, and did my master's of interdisciplinary studies. But I feel like what you're up against in many ways. I was a single parent. I've been a single parent 24/7, 365 since 2005. They're older now, of course, 30 and 22. Both my sons graduated from ASU, my oldest in journalism. My youngest just graduated with a degree in history from the Honors College. He's going on to grad school in August. So I like to be able to exchange information. You'll find me answering emails pretty quick. It's what I do. I have no life, but I do have a bird's nest out there. You see it back there? You can see its tail. It's a mourning dove. It really liked my cigar ashtray, and I've been out there for a month now, and I'm getting irritated. My neighbors are calling me Grandpa for the birds, not because I really am yet. All right. Uh, let's go with, we're at 15 minutes. We're not doing bad. First modules are weird because I want to make sure I cover things, then I might miss something. But ask me any questions you want. Again, it's a soft opening. Easter egg number 2 is ask your instructor. Ask your instructor, okay? If you have questions, comments, concerned about anything, send me an email. You'll find that I'm receptive to those things. If you need to do a phone call, I do phone calls. You need to do Skype. No, we're not doing Skype. If you need to do Zoom, I have a Zoom room. If you need to do anything else like that, let me know. So module 1, we're good there. Module 2, I just wanted to tell you to, if you'd like to get an early start on module 2, there is a reading and five pages, pretty heavy duty, and a little video there. But I'll be finishing the rest of the course this coming week. Right now I have it open through 4. I'll finish do 5 tomorrow, 6 on Tuesday, 7 and 8 on Wednesday. And then we'll have a nice looking course that you can look. Be careful about working too forward, too ahead. If you have to do it, I understand. Be careful about falling behind. If you have to, I understand. I still have the course is set up. I'm trying to do consistently in every module after this, after one, is that there's discussion on Friday, quiz Saturday, short essay on Sunday. Yes, the discussion main post is due Thursday, the replies Friday, quiz Saturday, short essay Sunday. There are no late quizzes accepted, no late discussion board responses accepted. I do that not to just irritate you, but it gives you that starting point of the week to get your stuff together in terms of the learning materials and then to do the work. Remember, this is a compressed course. It's summer, 8 weeks, normally be 15. There's a drinking game. Every time I say, you got a drink? No, let's see. So module 2 gets going, and every module should be the same then, with discussion, quiz, short essay. The final wrap it up, module 8, January 4th to January 8th, when I'm on vacation golfing, doing videos from exotic lands of southeast Wisconsin. All you got that week is the final paper. And I say it final paper just to scare you. It's not going to be that big of a deal. But yeah, it'll be 100 points at the grade level. Grades, 1,000 points in this class. There's going to be extra credit opportunities available, modules that you see. Grades are easy. It's based on points. 900 plus is an A. 800, 899 B. 779 C, et cetera, right? Hopefully I won't have many people come to me in second last week saying, hey, can I get some work done? Stuff happens. I know that. But all right, again, you don't have to apologize to me unless you open an email with, you fat old bastard. No, because you're apologizing for perceived offense. I'm not offended. Like I said, I had a crappy high school. I didn't get to college. I was 52. Doing all right now. My 88-year-old auntie says, I always knew you would amount to something. So it happens. Stuff happens. If it's not the right time, it's not the right time. Don't quit. It's never too late until it really is. So for me, it was never too late. My friends were like, why are you doing this? You got a sales job? Because I don't want to keep doing this. I want to, and in my early 50s, I said, by the time I'm in my 60s, I want to be like half cruise control, baby. I know I'm not going to be rich, but, and so what happened today, in fact, today I'm vested with the state of Arizona. It's been 5 years, and I had a 1 year before that as an adjunct professor. So it's all good. I hope it's all good for you too. And let me just go ahead and double check, and then I'll give you the last. By the way, let me just stop. The Module 1 quiz, I made all the quizzes from scratch. I've taken them many times, got 100 on them. What do you know? If you do the work, you should be okay. The video, the readings, whatever. Take notes. For the videos, I would recommend turning on the CC, closed caption. Take notes from that. For the readings, copy and paste. I always yawn at least once during a video, even though I had 8.5 hours sleep. But remember to ask me if you have any questions. I don't want anybody spinning their wheels here, okay? Let's go back to my Well, this is just so corny, corny. Easter egg number three. So corny. We're in this together. I know. Stop. Don't. I know. You can laugh at me. We're in this together. I'd rather do dad jokes than that. That's dad Easter eggs. Okay, let's get out of here. 20 minutes and 30 seconds approximately. Forks up.